Hey guys, how's it going? It's me again. Welcome back to the channel. I didn't think I'd be back on the airwaves for at least another week. It's been about a week since I saw you last, but I feel like today I've got a story to tell, and just some thoughts and experience. My experience yesterday, my thought patterns. And all the rest of it. So, yesterday I was this close to folding. I was this close to going to the bottle store and buying a bottle of vodka, actually. Because at the moment, and I've never bought, I literally never drink vodka, I never have. I was always on my brown spirits. But at the moment, I'm 17 days through a diet, 17 days through counting my calories every single day for 30 days, which is a series that I'm bringing to the channel, as you guys probably know. And I wanted alcohol. Not gonna lie, I fucking wanted it. I felt like that was the only way that I was gonna get through the rest of the day, due to some personal issues that are going on at the moment. And I didn't want to blow my diet. I wanted to consume the alcohol with the least amount of calories, and I wanted to mix with it some sugar-free cordial and water. And I can't mix sugar-free cordial and water with anything except for vodka. And I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I tried to imagine how I'd feel the next day. And you know, I didn't. That's not what stopped me, because I thought, you know what, I'll get through tonight and I'll worry about it tomorrow. That was my mentality, and that's an old mentality. That's a mentality that I used to have every single day. Look, I want it now. It's going to get me through the next few hours. It's going to numb me out for a bit. I'll wake up the next day and I'll deal with it. And I'll tell you what, I got through the night. It wasn't easy. It wasn't pleasant. Miffy and I are not seeing eye to eye whatsoever at the moment. We really shouldn't be living together. We went halves on a lease to get a bigger house so that the girls could have their own room. We could have a bigger kitchen. We could have 2 bathrooms and all the rest of it. But I tell you what, if you are, sorry, there's someone. I'm still not comfortable with sitting in my car vlogging. Look, if you're having some marital issues, if you're living together for the kids, I don't know how old you guys are, I don't know where you're from, I don't know who you are, I don't know if you're a male or a female, but if you're watching this and you've got kids and you've considered staying with your partner for the kids, I commend you for that. But I doubt whether it will work for very long. And that is what I'm dealing with at the moment. We've done it for years. We've done it for fucking years. To save money and to allow me to live in the same house as the kids. Because the kids are never going to live with me full time. They would only ever live with their mum full time. And, you know, neither of us earn a huge amount of money. So rent is taking up a big chunk of that, and you know, for me to move out, that means that I'm going to be paying 2 lots of rent, which, look, I could do, but there would be absolutely no saving involved, and life would just get that much, you know, more like I'd be poor, you know, I'd be poor again. Whereas at the moment we've got 2 incomes, we're living in a decent house. But that's the only positive. So I'm dealing with that at the moment. It's a back and forth thing day to day. It's got nasty a couple of times. The kids have seen us fight a couple of times verbally, and that is something I am not willing to let happen. So yesterday, I just took myself outside. I went and sat outside by myself, listened to a podcast, and sort of just relaxed. And it worked. It got me through the next hour, and by that time, you know, it was dark. And when it gets dark, that has always been something that Oh no, guys, there's someone next to me. Let's continue. When it gets dark, it's always been a time where it makes it just that much easier for me to, you know, let go of those thoughts that I want to drink. Not only that, but also eating as well. So I went outside, relaxed, waited till it was dark, went inside, had a good meal, and by that point, you know, I wasn't going to drink. But I was so fucking close. And because, you know, I'm not happy in my job at the moment. I'm honestly not. And I know there's a hell of a lot of people out there that aren't happy in their jobs. But you just push through. And that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm doing what I have to do. But, you know, something's got to give eventually. Whether it's my job, whether it's my home living situation, something's got to give. I did mention in my previous video that I booked a flight to. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get everything out. I'm trying to get all my thoughts out. I told you that I booked a flight to Thailand, and I will be going to Thailand, and I want to go earlier, but I'm not sure if I can. I'm not sure if that would go down well at all. In fact, I know it's not going to go down well, regardless of when I go. But I have to go, because if I don't, I'm going to blow a fucking fuse. And no one wants that to happen. So, look, let's talk about the positives. I am killing this diet. I'm absolutely killing it. I'm sticking to around about 2,000 calories per day. It's day 17 of my diet today. For example, I went to the gym at lunchtime. Going to the gym during my lunch break is something that I've brought into my life recently, and it's really good. Breaks up my day fantastically. I get back to work and I feel on top of the world. Wasting an hour's worth of a lunch break was not sitting right with me. So I'm really happy and proud to say that I'm certainly making the most of them. Today it was chest and triceps, and then after work I went for a run outside for 6.5 Ks. So most days I'm getting at least some form of exercise in, whether that be a workout or a run. And I'm still putting my all into my work. You know, I'm putting on a brave face, but you can only do that for so long, and life's too short to do that, honestly. I'll tell you right now, life is too short to fake smiles, to fake laughter, to fake happiness. I did it for way too long, and I don't have to do it anymore. And neither should you. So I've got some decisions to make, but I'm not going to run away. I've got some things that I really want to achieve this year, physically, and I feel like I'm gonna move back to New Zealand at the end of the year. I'm gonna commit to that. I want to go home. You know, my kids will always know that I love them. They'll always know that their dad is available, and you know, it'll just be the fact that they live in Australia and Dad lives in New Zealand. It is what it is. I am committing to that. That will be happening. Now, what happens between now and then, only God knows, but I do have some vague plans, and I'll get into those as the days go on. So, thank you for watching once again, guys. I'm sitting in my car. I'm going to go into the shop and treat myself to a protein bar. I'm also going to get some sugar-free soda, possibly some Solo, which is like a lemon squash, or maybe some Sprite. I'm glad I made this video. I think I had to. I was so close to going and buying that bottle of vodka. But this morning, when I was driving to work, no hangover. I got up at 6 in the morning, you know. 6 in the fucking morning. Fantastic. What an effort, right? Got up at 6 this morning, didn't have a hangover. When I was riding to work, that is when I really appreciated my courage last night to get through the night and not drink. Because, and I'll leave you with this, for anyone who's watched this whole entire thing, you're an absolute legend. And I'll leave you with this, and this is the thought that went through my head, and the reason, like one of the main things that I wanted to include in this video is the fact that if I go and buy a bottle of vodka, I am going to be drinking that every day until it's gone. And that is something that I know for a fact. I may only have 3 drinks the first night, I might have 5 drinks the next night, it might be 10 the next night, but I'm going to drink every single night until that bottle's gone. So I need to be prepared for that. I'm not going to go and buy a bottle and tell myself I'm only going to have a couple of drinks tonight and then I'll leave it in the cupboard. That has never worked, and it won't work. It's not the way I drink. Once it's gone, once it's not in the house, that is more of an encouragement for me to not drink, because I've got to go out and buy it. Now, that's not necessarily going to work, but it does change the way that I feel when I wake up on that particular morning. If I've got no alcohol in the house, I know that all I need to do is get through the day and, you know, do something productive and feel good about myself, and then I've got a good chance of not going out and buying it. But if it's in the house, I'm drinking it. And that's something I've got to, you know, remind myself of. And then I've really got to work out whether it's worth it or not. And last night may have felt like it was worth it at the time, but waking up this morning, I know wholeheartedly it certainly wasn't. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.